It's time to explore the great indoors,
Grandpa, you know how to play this game?
where snacks are shared with smiles,
Really? Another romantic comedy, Sarah?
and family time comes first.
Movie night is my favorite night.
Explore the great indoors with Eagle Communications with TV and internet starting at $84.99 for 2 years.
Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Welcome to Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thank you for joining us. And thanks as always to the producer, editor, and behind the camera work of our producer, Brandon Cooley. We're in the studios of Eagle Community Television with Dr. Hongbiao Zeng, who is a professor of computer science at Fort Hays State University. Now in his 17th year at Fort Hays State University. Dr. Zeng, first of all, let's ask about this area of computer science. What do the students study?
Basically, students study how to become a software engineer. So they study some programming languages, like in our school could be C, C++, and Java, Python, all those high-level programming languages. They also learn the computer architecture, operating system, and the theory behind the coding, basically the foundation of computing, like discrete mathematics and data structure, algorithm design. Finally, they will have put everything together, course software engineer. Then the course basically training them to be software engineer, and eventually they should write some good project, put all the things together, maybe a team project.
I believe you slipped into a foreign language there on me while you were talking about the computer work with Java and all of the other technical terms you were using. Students actually learn those phrases, those types of interactions as a software engineer.
Yeah, those are Java, C, C++, Python. Those are the name of some high-level programming language. Basically, we need to talk to computer, tell computer what to do. Of course, if we purely speak English, they will not understand. That's why they created the so-called high-level programming language. Is combined English words with some math notation. In some way, computer can understand. So we write a program which is a set of instructions tell computer what to do. So computer executes these programs, finish the task we wanted them to finish.
I'm normally thinking the computer is telling me what to do, but it's actually the other way around, that the students are writing these programs, telling the computer what they want it to do to do whatever project they're involved in.
Yes.
Is that the idea?
Yes.
I think I've got it then. Tell me about what students can do with this degree then as a software engineer.
Yeah, well, like the name of this degree you just said, explain, they become a software engineer and they write programs. So many companies need those kind of people. First, for the company, purely the company purpose is develop software. So they need our students to write software. Some companies, they may not use develop software as their major sense, but they have software to maintain. They also need to write some small program because they cannot just buy software all the time because it may be expensive. They could write a small program for their own company. They need the people. Also, our student could be a computer science teacher in high school, middle school. I do have a student recently, he sent me an email, he got hired in some middle school in Florida.
Middle school in Florida?
Yes.
Then.
We also have students work in the company like Texas Instrument. The company produce all those calculators. They do need people write the software.
Oh, yeah.
So our students basically become software engineer. Of course, at the beginning, the entry-level job maybe is just a programmer. Or it's you can think like a lower level software engineer. As the time goes, they got more experience. They will be able to leading a team to do the project. They go up to like a project manager, software engineer. So.
So they could go into a company and actually design programs
Yes.
that this company would need for their business then.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And they could also go into a company and perhaps work on the current software and maybe expand it a little bit or develop it further or even to improve it.
Yes. Updating a software.
Sounds like a tremendous opportunity area.
Yes. Technically, honestly, based on the data, we just had, I think a software engineer is the best job in USA so far and the most needed, I believe so, because the pay is high and the job market is big. You think about this, everything nowadays we need in the for the daily life all related to software. Your car, your TV, your cell phone. I think all those things, you need some software chip to control it.
Yeah. And we use them all the time, practically every hour, every minute, it seems like, in our daily lives now.
Yes, if you turn on the computer, you do anything, must have software involved. You open your phone, do anything, must have software involved. You start your car, also have software involved. So I believe the software engineer is the best job and the biggest job market.
Need more software engineers, and because of that, the market is strong and the pay is good.
Yes, the pay is very good.
Talk about your award, and by the way, congratulations on receiving the Teaching Award for 2017 at the end of the fall semester there.
Thank you.
As the Professor of Computer Science. Congratulations on that, Dr. Zeng.
Thank you.
You were awarded that single-handedly creating the online computer science program and developing 4 online courses during the last year. We'll talk about that in a minute. But one of the highlights that I wanted you to explain to us, his expertise, according to the University Relations report that we received, and his fairness in assignments and grading had earned him popularity with and respect from his students. Fairness in assignments and grading. Talk about how you approach that, Dr. Zeng.
Okay, first order assignment grading policy. I stated this in the syllabus.
In the
from
syllabus,
from beginning. But I told students, in general, no late assignment. However, I told students I know we're human being, we're not Superman. Some things could happen. So if you contact with me ahead of time, I will give you extension. If some students have some excuse, need extension is this is a good excuse. But I also feel if this student have more time, might not be fair to other students who turn in on time, particularly if the assignment is difficult. So I will say, in the case some student need an extension, then I will tell the whole class, I will extend for whole class. So in that case, the student have some very good excuse, they have to turn in late, but the other student will not feel bad and say like okay, well, he got 1 more day, right? Or sometimes I do this way, I say, okay, this assignment is so difficult, student might need more time, then I will extend it, but with a reward for the student who turn in on original deadline. So to encourage those students who work harder and put more time in the homework, they will get a reward. So I don't know if students appreciate this part or not, but that's how I do. So I say, normally I tell students, do not ask for any extension. And I will not give unless your excuse is really, really
a
reasonable.
Good, strong excuse for an extension.
Right, very reasonable, and I keep the right to ask for the documentation for the evidence. Like if the student say, I'm in hospital, right, accident in hospital, I say, okay, I keep the right to ask for the evidence, but I never ask it. I believe the student. Yeah.
So 10 or 15 students come down with a flu in the class, you're going to give an extension to the entire class
Yes.
because of the numbers involved and a legitimate excuse then.
Right.
Interesting.
Yes.
Tell me about the online computer programs that you have developed, single-handedly creating the online computer science program and developing 4 online courses during this last year. Talk about that, Dr. Zeng.
Okay. At the beginning, we don't have computer science degree online, and then I believe it's about maybe 3 years ago now. I received some phone call from some counselor in high school in some small town in Kansas, western Kansas. She said she had a very talented student, need to study computer science course in high school, but due to the budget or the size of the school, they don't have computer science teacher. So she asked if her student can learn computer science course, like an intro-level course, computer science 1, online from FHSU. I said, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have that. So I didn't really think about that then until I received second call from another counselor. Then I thought maybe I could develop computer science 1 just for Western Kansas, the high school students in small town. They don't have computer science teacher, but we can offer them an opportunity to learn. Anyway, our school's goal is serve the Western Kansas, all those rural area, right?
Yeah.
So then I say, I want to do that. So I talked to school very support. Then after I do that, I said, then why not we put the whole thing online? It's because I also receive student call from East Coast, West Coast. They say, for his has online computer science program because, East Coast, West Coast, the tuition cost very high.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, some students, they probably need to have a job to make a living, support a family first before they can consider pursue the degree. So if they have full-time job, it's not possible for them to attend the school.
Let alone the tuition involved in those
on
large
campus,
areas.
right.
Yeah.
The time, tuition involved. So they ask it for his. I say, okay, now I'm doing that. So you probably patiently wait for 1 or 2 years. We probably have that online. Now we really have a lot of students, I believe, come from East Coast and West Coast.
And particularly to serve those areas in western Kansas at smaller schools that don't have the computer science resources, faculty members and such, they can go online, they don't have to travel to campus, and yet they can get the introductory work that these exceptional students can use once they get to Fort Hays State.
Yes, that's the first, when I developed the computer science 1, in my mind is really to help those Western Kansas high school talented kids. The high school curriculum cannot satisfy them. They need to learn more, but they don't have teacher for computer science. So, of course, at their level, they might only study computer science 1 and Java, those 2 courses. However, we develop those courses for them. Then we, based on that, I say, well, I not go whole degree, right? That's how this start.
Wow.
Then I finish it. I think I finished the whole development process in 2.5 years, I believe.
And this was in the last 3 years that this whole concept of online computer software courses in engineering developed through your expertise and your work.
And then finally the program online started from fall 2016.
So how many students would you say are involved now? Let's just take the introductory computer science program. How many would you say are involved now in the online courses?
I think our orientation to computer science 1, orientation to computer science, which is a very basic course, and the computer science 1, we always we offer spring and fall.
Okay.
Always have 2 sessions. Each session is 30 students. I think we always full enrollment for those 2 courses.
Wow.
So I can say well, our program is grooming.
is
Well,
growing,
yeah.
and it's needed
Yes,
with full courses for 2 semesters, 30 students in each course.
yeah.
And you hope to expand on that.
I actually 2 courses, 4 sessions.
Oh, 4 sessions.
Yes, 2 courses, 4
Wow.
sessions. This is orientation to computer science, 2 sessions. Computer science 1, 2 sessions. I think they're all full of enrollment.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So there was a need.
Yes, and since our program by this summer is we already 2 years, I believe this May we will have our first graduate from this program.
First graduate this
Right.
May.
Yes, because some students they already have like a bachelor degree, so they can waive a lot of general education course. So they basically only need to take a major course and a track course, so they will be able to manage the time and to finish all those courses in 2 years. So I believe we will have a graduate in this May.
Wow. That's an amazing program.
Yeah, and more comes this summer.
Oh, obviously, yes.
Yes.
And more to come after that, even
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
fall and
yeah, yes.
with the continuation of the program.
Yeah.
How'd you get involved in computer science?
Well, I actually have my degree in math, PhD. When I'm looking for the job, FHS is the only place I looked. I guess because I got my degree in Kansas, so I'm looking for a job in Kansas school.
You got your doctorate at Wichita State, correct?
Yes, yes. So when I tried looking for a job, I said, let's look at Kansas first, because I really like Kansas. It's a good place. And so I found that Fort Hays have a job opening. Then when I come to apply, it's a little bit late, but somehow the gentleman that hired, he didn't want to come. I'm lucky, so I say, give me a chance. So they gave me an interview. Then the chair, Dr. Sandrum, at that time, he told me they need a computer science teacher, but I'm in math. Can I do the job? I say, well, math is the foundation of everything. So I believe I can do the job. So they gave me books to study, self-learning, and I even take a Java certified programmer examination, and I pass. Now I'm Java certified programmer. So
those exams kind of opened the door for you, if you will. But what really opened the door was the original person who had accepted the job
yes, yeah,
rejected it,
right.
and that opened it up for you.
Yes,
And this was
yes,
17 years ago now.
yes. I like to be a teacher, so to be a teacher is my dream since middle school. Since my mom, she was a teacher. She had been a teacher for like a whole life, for her life.
Could you say that Mom was one of your influences then?
Yes, I should say that, because she actually, at the beginning she was a teacher at the elementary the kindergarten. Then she began self-study, work hard. She then became a teacher of elementary school, then middle school, then high school. I almost like I grew up with her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
As she progressed in her teaching,
Yeah.
You were right there along with her then.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I can say that.
And you had your early education where?
In China,
All right.
Yeah.
In what city?
I got my college bachelor degree and a master degree in Wuhan.
Wuhan.
Yeah, it's a big city, kind of in the center of China.
With how many colleges and universities in that one city, Dr. Zeng?
As I know, but what my data might not be accurate, but I believe I heard this when I was there, is about over 80 universities and colleges in that big city.
Just universities and colleges
Yes.
in that one city.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Your background then to get your PhD in Wichita, to Wichita State University,
Yes.
and from that to Fort Hays State University.
Yes.
What do you like about your work at Fort Hays State?
Oh, Fort Hays State is a really good working environment. I really like it. The college girls, like when I first come to math department, it's called math and computer science department at that time. All people so nice. It's not just in the working time that help me. When I first come here, my house. You know, I grew up in China. We really don't have the things to fix inside the house. We live in apartment. Okay, so I'm not a handyman. When something wrong, I panic. I don't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I called my college girls. They always come to help me. It's not just that they help me in the job, you know, to tell me what to give me some guidance in the job. How should I deal with those kind of situation, that kind of situation? They also help me in the private life. So I really like this place. We have very wonderful college girls and very good working environment.
Good.
And the community in this town, I also love it.
It's a good collaborative effort then within the department, the math department, computer science department.
Yes, yes, very nice.
Well, and a long time associate of ours for a long time, Dr. Ron Sandstrom, of course.
Yes.
Really was elemental in you getting here and us having the opportunity to call on your expertise to teach these young people.
Yeah, Dr. Sandstrom is a very, very good leader. For the chair.
We appreciate your efforts with these young people in the computer science department. Dr. Hong Zeng, Professor of Computer Science at Fort Hays State University, our Community Connection.
Eagle Communications is your ultimate business partner. We provide business class phone with customizable features and fast, reliable internet. Your knowledgeable team at Technology Solutions has a broad base of IT services to meet your needs. Let the experts at Marketing Solutions get your message to the right people on the best platforms. The only piece missing is your business. Call Eagle Communications today at 877-61-EAGLE.